Hi, everyone. Hi everyone, can you hear me? Um, just trying to figure it out and set things in place. Let me know if I am audible and if you can see me. Okay. Hi guys. Let me know if I am audible and if you guys can hear me and see me clearly. I'll just confirm it in a second. Oops.
Now connected to Vaani's MacBook Air.
Sorry about that, guys. Hi everyone. I think I'm audible clearly. And so I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is so embarrassing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we picked up the new book for the month of November. It's the 11th book of the year, and I'm very excited about this. So I thought today we could obviously take up the book that we are reading for the month of November. We'll do a quick reading session. Let me know if my voice is clear, loud and clear. And that is On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. And I wanted to discuss a couple of things that I've been reading recently. Some of it is Agha Shahid Ali's poetry, and there's another book that I bought recently, The Poetry Pharmacy, and I thought I could discuss that with you guys. So let me know if you would want to do that. And hi, Hussein, how are you? Faiza is here. Hi, Faiza. I hope you're doing well. And hi, Stacking Ammo. That's a wonderful name. Hi, Raj. And hi, Pankaj. Okay, cool. Abhinanda is saying that, hey, y'all are doing a great job sending us. Hey, thank you so much. Okay. So, Hussein has just ordered On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. So, for those of you who do not know, I'm speaking very loud, like very fast. I'm sorry. But before I get into this, do like the stream, share it with your friends, make them like it, share it with everyone, make them like it and everything, because that's just how this works. The more you like a video, the more it gets recommended. And the more you comment on the stream as well, the more it'll get recommended because YouTube will think that some great content is being created and it will be recommended further. And I'll just slow down a bit. So I wanted to talk to you about On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. This is the book that we're picking up for the month of November, Chalchitra Book Club, a book a month with Vaani. And I'm so glad we've finished reading 10 books together. I mean, I skimmed through some parts of a couple of books because I did not like them much, and I'm really sorry we picked them up. Moving forward, I'll perhaps only pick up books that I have begun reading and I know are good enough, or I'll probably read them in advance. Let me know if you'd like that. But for the month of October, we picked up one of my favorite authors' book, Cost of Living. The Cost of Living is probably one of my favorite books. And I'm so glad all of you loved it and the reaction that I got. And now for the month of November, we are picking up this book, On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I'll be sharing regular updates on my Instagram, on Chalchitra Talks Instagram, on in the emails, in the email that we've scheduled each week. If you haven't signed up, you can send an email, or there'll be a link in the description if I'm not wrong. And you can sign up on that mailing list and you'll get an email each week. I'll try to be regular there. Or you can simply become a patron and be a part of the Chalchitra Book Club, and you'll get regular updates of everyone in the club. So that's nice. But let me know if you guys are planning on reading it, because that'll be so lovely. But do like the stream, because the more you like the stream, the more it gets recommended further. Kushagra has commented the voice is too sweet. Is that a bad thing or is that a good thing? Hi, Ruchika. How are you? Hey, Kamal, thank you. Actually saying you can pick up A Gentleman in Moscow. I've read that book. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things. I think we'll probably pick it up next year. Hussein, yes, I have a hardcover. I got this for very cheap. Like I bought it a few I got this a few months ago, and I think I got this last year. I'll just have to check. I got it in September 2020, and I think I got it for like, I don't know, probably 1/4 the original price because there was a sale on Amazon. So I was very happy. And it was a hardcover, which makes it equally nice. And it's something like this, which is absolutely beautiful. Did not need to flex that, I know. But in any case, for those of you who are wondering, On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous is this amazing letter from a son to his mother who cannot read. And I think I haven't read much of it. I'm on the 33rd page. And the way he describes, so it's not a first generation American family, it's not an American family, but they've moved to America from Vietnam. And they've seen the Vietnam War. He is a first generation kid who is being brought up in America. So he's the only one who speaks English in his family. And the way he describes everything is lovely. And I read some of it yesterday in the stream, but I thought I'll do that again anyway. And please let me know in the comments below, like in the chat, how many of you are actually planning to pick this up with, like, we're picking this up this month. So how many of you are actually planning to read this book this month and have ordered it or anything? I am not sure, Udvas, please let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I think I'm not sure how much the paperback is, but I try that every book that I pick up for Chalchitra is like a book a month. It's under 500 rupees. So I think it's somewhere in the range of 300 rupees or something, 300 something. There'll be a link in the description box below, and you can check it out there. Hey, Saksham, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like to see me. Hi, Swastik. I hope you're doing well. And Ruchika, I'm fine as well. So I thought we could pick this up. Let me know if you'd like to read it. I'll pick up the things that I've underlined thus so far. And the letter starts like this. Let me begin again. Dear Ma, I am writing to reach you, even if each word I put down is one word further from where you are. I'm writing to go back to the time at the rest stop in Virginia when you stared, horror-struck, at the taxidermy buck hung over the soda machine by the restrooms, its antlers shadowing your face. I really like how he builds up the imagery for you. So you imagine everything happen in front of you. There are a lot of authors who build imageries, build wonderful imagery. But the way Ocean Vuong does it, it's so poetic. You're reading prose, but it almost feels like the world has stopped. And you have to, if you read even like a bit faster, you lose the taste of the words that you're reading. So you constantly try, you have to be mindful of the pace. At least that is what I'm doing right now. Every time I read this book, any part of this book, I automatically slow down because I have to be mindful of the pace with which I'm reading this book. Because the moment I speed up, even like if it's just by a few words a second, it just feels like I'm doing this disservice to the text that has been presented to me. And I don't think a lot of authors today have that power. And Ocean Vuong does it so well to you that you just want to stop everything, stop whatever it is that you're doing, and just take in each word, each space. I think I wrote it in the book club a few days ago. I don't know if I thought it in my head or I even sent it there, but it's like even a single space is not wasted in this book. Even a full stop seems apt. I am not the biggest fan of those 3 full stops. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember what they're called. But those 3 dots that come in a sentence to mark that you're thinking or you're speaking, you cut off, blah, blah, blah. I'm not the biggest fan, but every time he does it, it just feels like, oh, it's right. It's okay. He can do it. But yeah, the book sounds very interesting, but I already have a backlog. So Shruth, I think you should drop everything and you should pick this one up. And Cost of Living that we finished in October. I think the Cost of Living was the highlight for me in the entire A Book a Month. I'm sorry, but I really liked Cost of Living. And I think I did not speak about it a lot. I didn't even bother publicizing it because it's so personal to me. And despite that, a lot of you read it, and I was overwhelmed. And thank you for doing that. And yes. Sorry, won't be picking up this month. Reading Blink at the moment. Oh, Blink. Is it the same Blink by Malcolm Gladwell? But the way you put it sounds great. We'll read it soon for sure. I'll be picking. Hey, thank you so much. But yeah, so then, okay. So right now he's remembering a stop where they stopped once, and his mother was horror struck to look at this dead buck, which was hung over a soda machine book. Like, I think it was in the car. You kept shaking your head. I don't understand why they would do that. Can't they see it's a corpse? A corpse should go away, not get stuck forever like that. I think now of that buck, how you stared into its black glass eyes and saw your reflection. Your whole body walked in that lifeless mirror. How it was not the grotesque mounting of a decapitated animal that shook you, but that the taxidermy embodied a death that won't finish. A death that keeps dying as we walk past it to relieve ourselves. And I think it was a member who shared this line, and she said that she couldn't stop underlining. And I'm a very lazy texter. I think I've replied back, but when in originality or in reality, it's just in my head that I've texted back. And I thought I replied to her yesterday night, but then I checked again today in the group, and I still hadn't pressed the send button. And I was I felt very guilty. But she had sent this she had sent this section, she had highlighted this part, and I hadn't highlighted it as well. And it's one of the favorite words that I've read so far. And it says, I am writing because it told me to never start a sentence with because. But I wasn't trying to make a sentence. I was trying to break free. Because freedom, and he started the sentence with because freedom, I'm told, is nothing but the distance between the hunter and its prey. And there's this thing with beautiful prose that I've realized in the last 2 months. And there's this thing that I think I've realized in the last 2 months, actually, about reading poetry, about reading any prose. The more you read it, it will always be beautiful. If it's beautiful, it's going to age even better. So every time you read a line that's actually beautiful, you will fall in love with it even more. And I just want, on that note, I'm going to repeat this sentence again. I'm writing because they told me to never start a sentence with because. But I was not trying to make a sentence. I was trying to break free. I like how he says, I was not trying to make a sentence. I was trying to break free. Because freedom, I am told, is nothing but the distance between the hunter and its prey. And I'll write it again. And then it follows up with autumn. Somewhere over Michigan, a colony of monarch butterflies, numbering more than 15,000, are beginning their yearly migration south. In the span of 2 months, from September to November, they will move one wing beat at a time from southern Canada and the United States to portions of central Mexico, where they will spend the summer. And now he's just telling you about this random scientific fact. And you figure out, you don't even know why he's telling you the same thing. They perch among us on windowsills and chain link fences, clotheslines still blurred from just hung weight of clothes, the hood of a faded blue Chevy, their wings folded slowly, as if being put away before snapping once into flight. And now I don't know if he's telling you about these monarch butterflies who migrate each year. And he's telling you how they'll travel from southern Canada and the United States to portions of central Mexico. It only takes a single night of frost to kill off a generation. And I love this line that follows. To live, then, is a matter of time, of timing. That time when I was 5 or 6 and playing a prank, leapt out at you from behind the hallway door shouting, "Boom!" You screamed, face wrecked and twisted, then burst into sobs, clutched your chest as you leaned against the door, gasping. I stood bewildered, my toy army helmet tilted on my head. I was an American boy parroting what I saw on TV. I did not know that the war was still inside you, that there was a war to begin with, that once it enters you, it never leaves, but merely echoes, a sound forming the face of your own son. Boom. And it's just really nice how because in some ways, you will also relate it to your parents, because our parents have had their own experiences, and sometimes we cannot reach to them. And of course, the experience that he's talking about is way different because he's moved to a whole new different country. He's seeing this whole new trend, which I think his parents have never even heard of, because he's living in America. His parents came from Vietnam, a war-torn Vietnam. And now he's living this life in a first world country. And of course, his parents will find a lot of things that they won't be able to relate. His mother won't be able to relate. She can't even speak English. And of course, it's very different from our story, but then you'll be able to draw parallels because he's trying to reach to his mother. And the very first sentence of this book is, "I'm writing to reach you." And it's just kind of funny because, in a way he cannot, even if he tried really hard. And so he says, "I'm writing to reach you, even if each word I put down is one word further from where you are." And it's just really nice. He talks about being bullied. And one of my favorite parts is this: migration can be triggered by the angle of sunlight, indicating a change in season, temperature, plant life, and food supply. Female monarchs lay eggs along the route. Every history has more than one thread, each thread a story of division. The journey takes 4,830 miles, more than the length of this country. The monarchs that fly south will not make it back north. And now this line comes. Each departure then is final. Only their children return, only the future revisits the past. What is a country but a borderless sentence, a life? That time at the Chinese butcher, you pointed to the roasted pig hanging from its hook. The ribs are just like a person's after they are burned. You let out a clipped chuckle and then paused, took out your pocketbook, your face pinched, and recounted our money. What is a country but a life sentence? And I just think it's wonderful how he writes everything. He uses metaphor. I hate metaphors, but there are metaphors in this book that you will absolutely fall in love with. And sometimes you love someone's writing so much that you envy it at first, and then you slowly fall in love with it, and you're like, "Hey, I'm so glad you exist for having written something like this." And that is something that I'm like discovering as I read it along, because I think Ocean Wong is almost the same age as I am, or like I don't know. I'll have to check. Wait, let's check that. No, why not? Okay, no, he's not. He's way older. Good for him. But then, yeah, that happened, and so that's one of the many reasons why I really, really like him. And there's another line that he says. I'm just going to read the line because I think you'll get bored with all the reading that we're doing. He says, "I ran until I forgot I was 10, until my heartbeat was all I could hear of myself." And I just love how he has written about his struggles of growing in a country that has growing up and facing criticism. So that's one. But I hope all of you are going to pick up this book because I think it's something that's absolutely lovely. And I think it's one of the most beautiful. I mean, I know I shouldn't be partial towards the books that I've picked up in a book a month, because in that case, I would be disregarding my choice. But I think it's one of the finest books that we've picked up for a book a month. And that's it. And that's that. So I just think we'll take a small break and then I'll move on to the next book. But do like the stream, and I will just look at the chats a little more, and then we'll pick up this collection that I've been obsessed with lately. It's called The Whale Suit. It's by Aga Shahid Ali. It's a collection of his poems, and I've also got this book recently, The Poetry Pharmacy, which smells amazing, and it's kind of interesting the way it has been written, but I'll just quickly look on the chats. Hey, Akash says, hey guys, please do like the stream. Yes, guys, please like the stream. It really helps us push the stream. And I hope one day our book club can grow. We can compete with Oprah and whatnot. But yeah. Am I the only person, this is Saugata is saying, only one who thinks Vaani will someday turn into a bestseller novel? Did you want to say a bestseller writer or like a novel? But thank you so much. That's really nice. What book we were talking about? Anurag, we were talking about On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. It's by Ocean Wong. Sakshi is saying the same. I'm so sorry I missed this. Oh, but Ruchika has commented down. Thank you, Rohan. Speaking of good quotes, friendship, philosophy, and art have no intent, inherent survival value. Rather, these are the things which give value to survival. Hey, that's just nice, Vedant. Thank you for sharing it with us. Hey, Vaani, have you read Tuesdays with Murray? Hey, Sakshi, I have. Bhumik. Hey, Fit Nut Life. I'm so glad. But yeah, this is nice. You should pick up this book for sure. I have my exam this month. Hey, Bhumik, all the best. Thinking of picking it up in January. January will be a little too late because we won't be discussing it in January. But considering you have exams, definitely works as long as you read it. Hey, Sandeep is in the comments. Hi, Sandeep. The reason why I just have to use a lot of my head there. I don't like to use a lot of my brain. Trying to save this little piece of thing for, I don't know. So I will start with so do like the stream. Do pick up On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. Do write to me on vaani@chalchitratalks.com if in case you, or chalchitrabookclub@gmail.com in case you do like, you start picking it up and you want to discuss it. I mean, I'm not certain I will be the best conversationalist there, but I would love it if you guys write to me and let me know that you're reading it. You can also post your stuff on Instagram, tag us on Chalchitra Talks. And it would be amazing. It will really boost our confidence and it will make us push harder for the stream. We also have a Discord community and we have a separate channel that's dedicated to a book a month. So that will be nice. So I don't know how many of you have read Aga Shahid Ali. I mean, I knew of him. I had read some of him. But then a friend of mine gifted me the book. I mean, I did not gift it to me. I basically, what would you say? Stole it off of him. And I think one of the poems that I'd recently shared on my Insta handle was this one, Language Games. And I loved it. And everyone was asking me, where is it from? And I was kind of surprised by the amount of people that actually replied on that story asking me where this is from. So I thought, hey, we should read it in the next reading sessions, should we not? So this is Language Games, and it's absolutely amazing. The book is The Whale Suit, and I'll just tell you the collection of poems it is from. Language Games. This is 93. Give me 1 second to figure it out. I think it's from A Walk Through the Yellow Pages. I love the walk through the Yellow Pages section. But yeah, Seventh Circle of Earth is absolutely fantastic. I know. But yes, let me know if you guys have read Language Games. Let me know the best works of Aga Shahid Ali if you have any recommendations for me. Let me know if there are any existing lines that I knew him from Mad Heart Be Brave. This is, but yeah, I'll just jump to it. And he writes, I went mad in your house of words, purposely mad, so you would give me asylum. I went mad to undergo a therapy of syllables. But you prescribed crosswords, anagrams for sleeping pills that didn't work. You bought a Scrabble game. I juggled the white pieces maybe 100 times. But my 7 letters were all vowels. When you spoke again, my sorrow turned deaf. I couldn't hear you smile. Words never evade you. You can build anything. You can build a whole hour with only 7 seconds. Framed with consonants, we resumed play. No vowels in my 7 letters. I saw you do wonders without vowels. Let's give up, I said. But you cried truth and consequences. Okay, I did not understand this part. This is that part I did not understand. I rocked shut to sounds. You challenged me to charades. I agreed. This would be my syllable cure. Tableau 1. I licked a saucer of milk. You cried cat. Tableau 2. I was stubborn as a mule. You cried ass. Tableau 3. I gave you my smile like a prize. You cried trophy. You cried catastrophe. You cried catastrophe. I think it'll be much better if you guys read it for yourself, because you'll know where the pauses are and where the M dashes are. I love M dash. She's written a poem dedicated to M dash, and I think that's the most wonderful thing anyone could do, because I love M dashes. Emily Dickinson loved M dashes. She made them very fashionable. Fuck. Okay, so sorry. You cried catastrophe, and I lost. No chance of you insane. And I wanted you mad so that I could cure you. Please, please go mad so I can build you an asylum. And I just, this is one beautiful thing. I still don't understand one section of it where he says, let's give up, I said, but you cried truth and consequences. I rocked shut to sounds. And well, so I don't understand these 3 lines. I mean, I understand the first and the last line, but I don't understand the Beachwala part. But I love this place, how he says, catastrophe is the word he breathes out of the charade that they were playing. And I like how he says, I went mad in your house of words, and I went mad purposely, so you would give me asylum, you would be my savior. And then when she just guesses it right, and he says, and I lost because there's no chance of you insane. And I wanted you mad so I could be your savior, I could be your hero, I could cure you. Please, please go mad so I can build you an asylum. And well, yeah, that's one I really like. And oh, I like this one a lot. It's called Stationery. And a friend of mine actually translated it into Urdu, I guess, and it reads much better in his translation. Nonetheless, it's beautiful in English. And he says, the moon did not become the sun, it just fell on the earth in great sheets of silver handmade by you. The night is your cottage industry now. The day is your brisk emporium. The world is full of paper. Write to me. And that's it. I see like views have fallen down ever since. Every time I start reading, people just disappear. So I'll just read the comments then. Ocean Vuong is amazing. His poem, Seventh Circle of the Earth, is absolutely fantastic. Oh, yes, he is. When did I last read? I read a book probably last year. Hello, ma'am. You want to write? Oh, I don't want to write. You've got to read Pablo Neruda. I did. I think I've got to go back to Pablo Neruda. I read him like years ago, then never read him again. I read 19 songs in a, which, how many songs in a song of despair? My God, I'm sorry. Have been listening to Chalchitra? Hi, Ronak. For some time, and now I have so many books to pick from, which someday I think I definitely will. Thank you so much, Ronak. Um, yeah, pick up. Start with On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. We're reading it for the month of November, and I'm thinking I'm also thinking of ways we can do our discussion streams. We can make them more interesting. So let's see how we can. If you guys have any suggestions for the monthly discussion streams, let me know, because I think we need to spice them up, and I don't know how to. Um, I haven't read Lies of Lok Lamora. I'm sorry, Kripanat. Hi, Musafir. How are you? Can you narrate the? I don't know if I have the permission to do so. I'll have to check with that friend and give him all the due rights. And then I think that'll be the right way to go about it. I wish I could because it's lovely. But the name of the poem is Stationary, and you can, if you want to, it's just the English version is nice, I realized. But when you actually understand what it is, like I think it was the Urdu version is just, I don't know. I think it was lovely. Praising my friend there for doing it. But yeah. Hi, Mohammed. Which was the last dystopian book you read? I haven't read a lot of dystopia in a long time. I don't think I like reading a lot of dystopia. That's Vaibhav's territory. I think I like reading poems and prose that's poetic. I mean, or maybe I don't know. Right now, I'm enjoying reading poetic prose or poems in general. I tried reading Catcher in the Rye that Dhruv recommended when he talked with you, and that was amazing. Hey Deepak, that's really nice. I kind of go back to Catcher in the Rye every few months, and I'm looking actively for a new copy of Catcher in the Rye, a beautiful copy, because my brother has left it in ruins, and I think it should be somewhere here, but he's left it in ruins because he borrowed it from me and he tore the cover into pieces. Never let your younger siblings borrow books unless and until you've insured them. Please try the Master of. Okay, cool. Thank you. I will. I definitely. Do we people have a Telegram group? I think we do. I'm not very active there. I'm sorry. I'm guilty of not being active there. But we do. We do indeed have a Telegram group. If any of our moderators are watching this, guys, please please post it in the comments, the link to it for it. Have I read Ikigai? I have. Dev Narayan. I haven't read The Power of the Subconscious Mind though. Gentleman Master's Book Series by Scott Lunch. Thank you for the recommendation. Explain Data is here. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Vaibhav. Vaibhav introduced all of us to Tools of Titan, actually. It's absolutely amazing, I know. Hi, Vaani, seeing you live after so long. I downloaded On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Hey, Vaishnavi, and that's really nice. I hope you like seeing me live after a long time. I'm so glad you downloaded On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Let me know what you like about it. Feel free to ping me on Insta or the book club if you're a part of it. And what's the book that you gift the most? Hi, Satyam. I think I've stopped gifting people a lot of books because I got tired of gifting people books. I usually have gifted The Little Prince the most. The Little Prince, yes. And yeah, I've gifted The Little Prince the most. Otherwise, I usually see the book that perhaps will suit the character of a person or something that they would want to read or something that they are facing in life. And I think a book would really suit them in that moment. Have I read any manga? I have read quite a few. Not much. Because I think I had a phase. It was this year. I was trying to remember what month it is because you don't realize the time. It's November. I had a phase in the month of May and June where I was reading a lot of graphic novels, a lot of mangas, but still not enough to say I've read I've only read quite a few. I read The Midnight Library. I started reading The Midnight Library, then my sibling stole my copy. And so I left it in between. So now he's reading it. So, I haven't read The Midnight Library. I know Ronak did a wonderful video on this. Yep. Uh, have I watched the movie? No, I haven't. I haven't watched the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet. I'm going to watch it when I go home. Hey, Saptarshi. I really like how Saptarshi comes up every time I'm live. I'm so glad he does. Hi, Saptarshi. How are you? He says, long time no see. You just said the same thing in the last stream that I did on Thursday or Saturday. I did the last stream on Saturday, and this is what you literally said that day as well. I'm fine. I hope you're doing as well. Have I read Amish Tripathi? Are we talking about the guy who wrote the gentleman who wrote I can't remember the name for the life of me. But yes, I haven't read a lot of him. Quite a few books. Do you what are we reading today? We started reading On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. And then we started reading The Whale Suit by Aga Shahid Ali. And then people started disappearing. So we're taking a break right now and we're reading the comments. But yeah. Shiva and Ram trilogy. Yes, I have all of his books. I haven't read them. Yes, Ankura. So thank you so much. I have his Shiva. I started reading the Shiva trilogy. Then I just don't know. I think I got and around that time I also bought Unabridged Journals of Sylvia Plath, so I started reading that one. So yeah. So do like the stream, guys, and do comment as well, because the more people join us, the more YouTube will recommend it further, the stream. And that ways we'll actually have more people sign up for the Chalchitra Book Club, hopefully. There's this, and there's another one that I really like. I love this because it's titled Rooms Are Never Finished. And it's slightly long. And I wish you guys would actually go back and go back online and Google the poem for yourself, so that you know where the exact dashes and the colons and the exclamation points are, so that you know what I'm talking about, because I'll read it in a particular way. And well, what can I say? It says, rooms are never finished. And then there's a quote by Mario Botta. I don't know how to pronounce this. He's the interior designer known as the King of Shins. I hope that's the correct pronunciation at least. He says, many of my favorite things are broken, but the title of the poem is Rooms Are Never Finished. And it says, in here, it's deliberately dark, so one may sigh in peace. Please come in. How long has it been? Upstairs, climb slowly. The touch is more certain. You've been, they say, everywhere. What city is left? I've brought the world indoors. One wants certainty, not an art. Well, you've hardly changed, but why in life? But for small, invisible hands, no wall would be lacquered rainforest colors before these walls have just mirrors. Remember, you were led through all the spare rooms I was to die in, but look how each room's been refurbished. And I'll cut through the last few lines that I really like, because I see people are dropping out, and that's making me conscious. But he says, out there, it's poison. Out there, one longs for all one's ever bought, for shades that lighten a scene. When the last leaves were birds spent wingless on trees, love, the cage to cry in, was lost on Vina. Now that God is news, what's left but prayer? And, well, if you love something, why argue? What we own better as any tale of gods, no? That framed scroll downstairs and here, this shall drowned men heard God's replying. Listen, my friend, but for quick hands, my walls would be mirrors, a house, a work in progress, always. But could love's season be more than this? I'll wipe your tears, turn to me. My world would be mere mirrors cut to multiply, then multiplying, but from small hands invisible quick. So yeah, that's it mostly, and it's really really nice. But yeah, I've been reading it quite a lot. I mean, I'm obsessed with Aga Shahid Ali as of now. Can't stop picking up his writing. That's what I'm reading all the time. And then there's Ocean Wong's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. And I wish you would start reading soon as well, because I'm dying for people to start posting about On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous in the book club, on Instagram, on Discord, on emails. And I just think like there's nobody but me who's reading the book. And that makes me very sad, because I'm jumping in my seat every time I read something from On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. And I'm like, hey, can I just post it? And I think I'm just being too eager and nobody's reading it except for me. It just makes me sad. Today I read this, and no object is in a constant relationship with pleasure. For the writer, however, it is the mother tongue. But what if the mother tongue is stunted? And this is something I'm reading from On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. What if that tongue is not only the symbol of a void, but is itself a void? What if the tongue is cut out? Can one take pleasure in loss without losing oneself entirely? And at this point, he's referring to his Vietnamese, because his mother never went to school post the age of 5. So he only learned what she knew, and she did not know it very well. And he's talking how he would like to know Vietnamese, but he does not. And it's just lovely. And I don't know why, but like for the first time, because I wasn't very pushy in Cost of Living, because I think I was very conscious, because it's one of my favorite books. And I did not want to be judged, and therefore I did not push a lot of people to read it. But then the number of people who showed up and were affected by the writing in the book gave me hope. And now I feel like I have to push a lot of people to read On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, because the very title of this book is beautiful. On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. And the writing is even better. So if you are wondering what you should read, pick up On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. Even if you are like a first-time reader, pick up this book and we'll help each other out, understand the book, read the book. And it'll be amazing. But yep. So I won't bore you with the lecture, but Kripan has commented, oh, Vaani has started reading. Guess it's time to leave. Haha. Well, yeah, that's awfully sad of you to mock me like that. But do like the stream, guys. 126 people have liked the stream. That's nice. I wish we can touch 200 before I start leaving. And I think there was this comment yesterday, someone was asking about a particular book in the background. I think the blue book, the one that's all blue is by Anchal Malhotra, Remnants of the Past. Is that one? Let me wear my specs and check it out. Yep, it's called Remnants of Separation. I feel like an old person. I have to put on my specs to like just figure out what this is. But my lenses are all scratched, so I won't go back there. I haven't read Dune. My brother says the movie is absolutely amazing, just almost like the book. So I think I plan on watching the movie. Yep. Thanks, Tritash. I hope that's motivated you to pick up On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I sometimes get very conscious when I do solo streams, because I am talking to myself in my room and to my screen, because I can't hear you guys, of course, but it's just nice when comments keep on coming up, so I don't have time to think that way. And yeah, shouldn't have said that out loud. Hey, do you only read books without watching any movies, TV shows, or YouTube in your everyday life? Hey, Alok, no, not at all. I am awfully guilty of wasting my time on a lot of futile things. Like, yeah. But I'm also like, because I am a member of Chalchitra Talks, and there are specialists in terms of movies, music, books, podcasts, books. But there are specialists for everything, TV series, movies, and everything. So I obviously get good recommendations. So most of the times I watch good stuff. Apart from the time when I break free and I watch Govinda movies. Just kidding, I don't watch Govinda movies. I listen to the song and I learn the steps. Okay. I'm a Kindle guy. The book cover on Earth is compelling me to go for the hardcover. We should definitely. I think I hinted that this will be the perfect book for fall because look at it. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I think this is the thumbnail that should have been for On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, but we'll make do with this. This is absolutely amazing. Remnants of Separation. Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. Hi, Pluto. I just, yeah. Kripan wants me to read One Piece and then he's just going to disappear. Can you share on your journey on when you started reading books and what led you into it? In case you don't know, we've done this series called Records from the Hills. And I think I did not tell it in any series. I don't know. I don't know if it made the final cut. The place we shot it is where I started reading. That's a village in Himachal. And my father was posted there when I think I was 6 or 5. 5, I think. 5. And I had no friends there because we used to live in a village. There was no school. I was being homeschooled for a year. I was homeschooled for a year. I would go to the school in the nearby town to give my exams. And that's where I started reading. And I think I talk about it in the first video. So if you haven't checked out Records from the Hills, do check it out. I hope you like the view. And I think people are liking the view more than the recommendations, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah. Hey, Alok just became a godfather. Thank you, Alok. This is absolutely wonderful. We'll see you on, just write to us at vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com, saurabh@chalchitratalks.com, or Vaani@chalchitratalks.com, and we'll add you to the groups. But thank you for becoming a godfather. This is absolutely amazing. I heard Medal by Pink Floyd, and now I'm just in awe. Oh God, Medal is absolutely amazing. I've been I've discovered quite some nice music, not as good as Medal. I've been listening to a lot of 1975 lately. I have to say, I loved 1975, but I'm seeing them in absolutely new light. So if there are any 1975 fans, hit me up because I cannot get enough of the band. I am just listening to 1975. I go back to a new band, a new song, and then I just come back to 1975 again. Okay, I'll shut up. But Medal is absolutely amazing. I love the album art. It's I think one of my most favorite covers, like the album cover. Share your post on my story yesterday and shared with my friends that you saw the post and they are jealous now as they are all big admirers of yours. Hey Aditya, thank you so much. I'm so this is nice. This is very flattering. Thank you so much. Who's reading? Oh, Pramod is reading Crime and Punishment. Wow. That's you've got the courage. I don't have a lot of courage to pick up the book. Any book to recommend on Kindle Unlimited? I don't know if they have it. Read On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I think I'm going to do this. Like every stream I'm going to come on for this entire month. I'm going to push everyone to read On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. And even if like one of you will eventually read this book and be happy, it'll make me very happy. Although I'll be much happier if a lot of you read that and then do this. But I'll just, for now, I'll keep my expectations low. I watched Dune. Don't watch without little context of what it is about. Okay. I thank you so much. I think I'll get a context from my sibling for that. Non-fiction books which have the most wisdom per page, books which are truly, truly the greatest books. Hi, Sakshi. I haven't read non-fiction in a long time because I think I just got tired of reading a lot of non-fiction. But I think if I were to recommend to you any non-fiction anyway, it would be I recommend Quiet a lot to, I over recommend Quiet by Susan Cain to people because I'm partial to it because I'm an introvert. And I think everyone should read it to understand us better and not think we're just rude people, cold, hearted, blooded people who'd murder you in cold blood. But there's also another book by Bill Walsh. It's called The Score Takes Care of Itself. There's another, okay, go for Tools of Titans, Tribe of Mentors, go for Attached, go for Hard Things About Hard Things, go for, it would also count, nonfiction is also autobiography and memoirs, right? Love memoirs. And it would be How to Travel Light by Srivatsa Nevatia. That's one book by an Indian author that I really like. Go for Journals of People. You will really like I mean, I just don't know. Nonfiction is a wide variety and a wide category. What are you exactly looking for? Harsh Patel. Records from the Hills was amazing. Brain Pickings is the best thing I got from it. Brain Pickings. That's absolutely wonderful. You should spam her and ask her to discover us. And then just come here, give us her favorite recommendations, as we don't already get that from the channel. But yep. Any book to recommend? Okay. I don't know. I think I got lost. Hi, Anshit. I am doing okay. How are you? Sumesh, can you talk about how to win friends and influence people? I tried reading the book. I read half of it, then I realized I already know some of the stuff and it still doesn't work for me. So I'm doing it absolutely wrong. But it's a nice book. I think everyone should read it. It's one of the most underrated. See, I think it became a bestseller it was a bestseller. It still is a bestseller. But a lot of people do not read it because they think it's overrated. It's not. I think it's fairly underrated, and more people should read How to Win Friends and Influence People. Just finished Catcher in the Rye. I love it when anyone says they've finished reading Catcher in the Rye. Although I still, oh God, Abhishek, thank you for telling me that you finished Catcher in the Rye. So I'm always brought back to Catcher in the Rye is also a very infamous book, right? And I just hope nobody gets influenced that way. But Catcher in the Rye is beautiful, beautiful book. Absolutely wonderful. Sayam has comment. I like how when people, ask me questions where I can plug in my content, where I can plug in the content of Chalchitra Talks. And in that time, it's absolutely wonderful. And I like how reading sessions always becomes a chit chat session, which is, well, I never read anything apart from, okay, ma'am, okay, wait, I forgot what was the thing. I think it was How to Read. Okay, yeah. Sayam has said, I've just finished college starting in 2 months. How to start reading habit. Oh, wait, I've made a video on it. It's in the series Records from the Hills. Check it out. And if there is any mod that's watching, please post it there, but I don't think they are. Oh, Sarthik has commented, Be My Mistake by 1970. It's absolutely wonderful. The smell of your hair reminds me of a feet. Oh my God. I love the lyrics. But Vaishnavi, oh yes, I know you. You met where the Mumbai meetup. Absolutely wonderful. We should come along too. I wish. We should plan a meetup sometime soon, all of us. I just think everyone will be underwhelmed. By my height. That's one. You don't know why I teared up when you said you're quoting the poem, but my 7 letters were all vowels, and followed up with words never evade. You can. I teared up as well. I love that. I think if I keep on reading it at the pace I'm reading it these days, I'm going to have the lines on my tips of that poem. It's called Language Games, and it's by Aga Shahid Ali Rajiv. It's absolutely wonderful, and I'm so glad at least one of us was listening, in addition to me. Okay, Maria Popova's supremacy. That's absolutely nice. Guys, do like the stream. The more you like the stream, the more it gets pushed around to people and it shows up in their feed. And that ways they'll discover us more. We're already at 71,000 people. I hope we'll hit at least 1 lakh subscribers before the end of this year. And then we'll do like an in-person get together. And it will be amazing. Everyone's looking forward. Everyone in the team is excited for that. I hope they are, if they are not as of now. If you guys can host a book club in Mumbai, it'll be amazing. Hey Arpan, why only book club? We're doing this. We're hosting a book club online for everyone, and we are reading On Earth Where Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Wong, and you can join us as well. You can either become a patron, join the book club, and we'll discuss it regularly, or you can join us on Discord. A book a month channel is there, and we can discuss it there. Or you can write to me on vaani@chalchitratalks.com or chalchitrabookclub@gmail.com. And we can have a discussion there, or you can simply make a conversation on Instagram with us. Oh, Vishal is in the comments. Vishal, thank you so much for posting the link there. Alchemist is a good to start, but not so plus I have it on my hands. Views and cues and stream around beach shelter. Hey, 150 likes. Yay, guys. Do I read books by Murakami? I tried reading his Kafka on the Show. We read it like at the beginning of this year. I have read a couple of his short stories. People have already started celebrating Diwali. You can hear some crackers in the background. Hey guys, what are your plans for Diwali? We have something exciting coming up on Diwali. So what do you guys have in plan? I mean, I think I'm doing this stream today because I do host streams on Thursdays, but I wasn't sure anybody would show up because it's Diwali and I did not want you to decide between Diwali and my streams. So I made it easier for you guys to do. Also, it won't break my heart if nobody shows up on Thursday then. Can you please name the poem again? It's called, if you guys request, I can reread it, but I won't do that. I'll save you the trouble. It's called Language Games, and it's by Aga Shahid Ali. It's from his collection. If you want, you can buy this book, The Whale Suit, or you can simply get his collection, A Walk Through the Yellow Pages. That's a shorter collection. This is alleged poems. Okay, I hope you guys, okay. I am 18 and I have never read fiction until now. Which one should I start with? Out, Famous Five? From Famous Five or Secret Seven or Hardy Boys. If you are going to read Enid Blyton, I'd much rather, I'm a little partial towards the adventure series, the Valley of Adventure, the Sea of Adventure, the Circus of Adventure, and so on. I think there are 7 or 9 books in that series, and I love them. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think they are one of the most underrated series of Enid Blyton, because everyone talks about the Famous Five, Secret Seven, Hardy Boys. I don't know, Secret Seven is by Enid Blyton? I don't know. But yeah. I haven't read Kavita Kane books. I'm sorry, Anandu. I haven't. I don't like a lot of mythology, to be very, very honest. I mean, I do. I'm not sure if I can appreciate it though. My brain starts wandering actually. Okay, how many of you guys want to reread Language Games? Sushant has also requested. If we get, Danish has also commented. So if we get like 10 yeses, I'll probably reread Language Games. It's probably one of the most brilliant. I mean, I don't know. It's one of my favorite poems these days. I mean, I'd easily say it's top 10, top 5, to be honest. Yep. So that's it. 157 likes. Guys, we're doing fine. And I think before I go, I would want to read Language Games, but only if I get like I don't know, 10 yeses maybe. Okay, there we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yeses so far. And there are no comments now. And you guys will see it a little later. Okay, so that's 6, 7. Okay, we have reached, I think. No, wait, it stopped on 8. I don't know. Hi, Vaani. I've recently started Jonathan Livingston Seagull story. And I haven't read it with Karsh, I'm sorry. Okay, has Sushant voted twice? Yes. Okay, just 4 times. 5. Great. Okay. So 68 people are watching this, and now we'll watch the number fall. But in any case, before I go, and this will be the last thing, we'll pick up this poem by Aga Shaidali. I think everyone should be reading him. He's absolutely amazing. And do like the stream, guys. Oh, this is what I've kept in the language games. So it says, I went mad in your house of words, purposely mad so you would give me asylum. I went mad to undergo a therapy of syllables, but you prescribed crosswords, anagrams for sleeping pills that didn't work. You bought a Scrabble game. I juggled the white pieces, maybe 100 times. But my 7 letters were all vowels. When you spoke again, my sorrow turned deaf. I couldn't hear you smile. Words never evade you. You can build anything. You can build a whole hour with only 7 seconds. Framed with consonants, we resumed play. No vowels in my 7 letters. I saw you do wonders without vowels. Let's give up, I said. But you cried truth and consequences. I rocked shut to sounds. You challenged me to charades. I agreed. This would be my syllable cure. Tableau 1. I licked a saucer of milk. You cried cat. Tableau 2. I was stubborn as a mole. You cried ass. Tableau 3. I gave you my smile like a prize. You cried trophy. You cried cat as trophy. You cried catastrophe. And I lost. No chance of you insane. And I wanted you mad so I could cure you. Please, please go mad so I can build you an asylum. And I like this last part. Please, please go mad so I can build you an asylum. And that's what it is. It's called Language Games, and it's by Aga Shahidali. And I think it's one of the best things I've done in 2021, pick up his poetry. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Bless us. Hi, Danish. Thank you. You have my blessings now, don't you? What's that dhum dhum? That's the people are bursting crackers already, and I think there's also it's just I always celebrate Green Diwali, so it's a disappointment. I've been celebrating Green Diwali for I think 2011. It'll be 10 years now, and it's just annoying when people do that. Why is she not in a rush? I'm sorry, Tim. I was trying. I mean, I kind of read it faster than how I do when I'm alone, when I read to myself. Have I read Amrita Preetham? Oh, yes, I have. I really, really like her. And I just think I cannot get the pronunciation right of Punjabi or Urdu. But I think like I'll be able to like flex that in a few months, hopefully, and read them out loud in front of people. I'm a closet Urdu and Punjabi poetry reader. I don't know how you would put that. First time here, enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next. Hey Aditya, thank you so much for your super chat. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think we do it Thursdays to Thursdays, but this time Thursdays are Diwali, and I did not want to be disappointed by the number of people joining me. And I did not want to give them a choice to choose between Diwali and the reading session. So we're doing it on Monday. Also, we're trying to take away the Monday blues. Do I write essays or poems? I try to write a few things, but they're nothing like that can be said out loud. Teenage angst, mostly. Tanish, thank you so much. I like how you're being so nice and kind. What's coming up next? Super, super fun thing is going to happen sometime around Diwali. And I hope you like it, Suleiman. Poem to start on. Oh, start with Aga Shahidali. You'll love it. Any satire recommendation? I can't think of any. I'm so sorry at the moment. Your top 10, 15 poets, please. I really like Aga Shahidali. I've been reading him. I've been reading Emily Dickinson a lot lately. I've been reading W.H. Auden. I've also been reading I've been listening to a lot of ghazals lately. That's not the correct pronunciation. I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've been reading a lot of lyrics lately, and that's one thing that I've been doing. So that's quite like I'm trying to. I've been loving the lyrics of 1975 lately, and I know those are lyrics and not poems, but I still like them a lot.